Just as a reminder, check-in connects are basically every day, and that's how I do attendance in this class. If you do not submit those, I actually mark you absent. So it is our evidence that you are here. Here's our game plans for week number 4, Monday, August 31st to September 4th, 2020. We're still focusing on a topic of factoring. Our learning goal is students will be able to understand factoring on an interactive note-taking guide. That's actually for previous work. Our Common Core standard is there. We're talking about our game plans. I'm going to show you a school announcement on the next slide. Week number 4 at a glance, I'll show you guys what we're going to be doing for the next week. Big announcement. I expect to hear lots of yays. I postponed the test, so no test today. We're moving the test to Wednesday. No yays. You guys want to test today? I decided to move it because talking to some other math teachers, math 3 teachers, a lot of them are also focusing on factoring. So we'll have some more time to review. We'll actually see kind of like we can take it as a practice quiz and see how you would do. Grades, I have updated some of your grades. The first 5 assignments. I still need to check your factoring worksheets. We'll actually talk about some late work. And remember your participation. Some student emailed me saying, Mr. Ring, I was absent those days, or I forgot to submit those check-in connects. Can I redo them so my participation grade goes up? The answer is no. It is a one-day event, and you have to just take it. You have to just be here. That's being here. Doing it. Remember, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, your check-in connect, the attendance issue I send out is through a check-in connect, and I put it on your Schoology updates. So look at your Schoology. It has the assignments there. Hopefully it has everything you need. If it doesn't, just email me. Remember office hours, especially if you came into class late, this might be a good opportunity. You can go to the share notes and click on to the Google Meets tomorrow, 9:30 to 10:30, every Tuesdays and Thursdays. The only school announcement I have is textbook distribution. So there are your times. This is where you're actually supposed to go to school. It's a drive-through going through the horseshoe, and these are the times. And also, Ms. Cortez, our assistant principal, asked that if you bring your old materials from last year, like your novels or textbooks from last year, you need to drop those off. All right, so we've been in distance learning for 3 weeks, and this is our 4th week. So I have some top 4 issues happening in the classroom. So I want to hopefully clarify and make it very clear. Red light, stop doing this. Yellow light, I got some slowdown, some warnings. And green light, I got some, yes, keep doing this. Number 1, Google Doc notifications. Please uncheck them. So do not send me Google notifications. What is that? I get lots of emails when you decide to share something with me. When you share a Google document, it'll say share. And then number 2, you get to choose who you send it to, or what are their rights do they have. Okay? But do not notify me, because you're not sending, you're turning in your assignments through Schoology. Okay? So that's common mistake number 1 students are making. So stop giving me those notifications. Number 2, stop sending emails to turn in your assignments. Okay, I know that you are like some of you guys don't know the process. It is new. It's new for me. It's new for you. But do not send me those emails. Okay, I get 250 to 400 emails a day, and if you're attaching an assignment to it, I'm like, did you follow the policy to turn in your assignments? Okay. Yellow, only room 902 first assignments. E-sign, motivational quote, and student survey are the only ones you turn in through a Google form on that Google document says first assignment. Everything else you are turning through Schoology. It is the main hub in which you are turning in assignments. Okay, so do not send me emails. Number 3, well, to turn in your assignments, you're not going to send it through emails, but you're turning it through Schoology. If you haven't already, submit your assignments through connect your Schoology to your Google Drive, and then this video shows you how to actually upload or turn in an assignment. To be super specific, let's just say you're turning in worksheets 1 to 4. You click on that assignment in Schoology. It'll bring you to a page that kind of looks like this. And you're looking for this button where it says Submit Assignment. Okay? Now, let's get super practical. These are what, in the yellow box, are tips from what students are telling me are super helpful, so I want to tell you. Students are taking a picture of their work with their phones. They're taking the pictures and they're putting it into a Google document. In this Google document, they are now downloading it as a PDF file, and then they're uploading it to Schoology as a PDF file. They have found that PDFs work very well. I can tell you on my side, PDFs are awesome because I can zoom in and out, okay? Students who are submitting like links, like you take a Google document and you have a link of your drive on there, that one's okay, but the mistake a lot of students are making is sharing it with me. The notification aspect. All right, number 3, stop. Do not send me emails with no names, no periods, or topics, okay? Here's an email I received from a student yesterday. What was good about this is the student wrote their topic. What is this? What are you communicating to me about, okay? Then I had to ask the student, who are you? So always include in your emails a name, period, and subject. That was number 3. And number 4, the last one. Stop expecting things to be done instantly, okay? A student had just turned in a late assignment like 15 minutes ago. Mr. Ng, grade it. Change it right now, Mr. Ng. Do it. I'm not a robot. You know, if you want something delivered on Amazon instantly, like within 1 hour, you're going to have to pay very high shipping and handling fees. I work very hard. Last week I was working 60 to 70 hours. I try to answer emails as soon as possible, and I do that because I'm working hard. I'm working hard for a boss. And I do that not to, I want to help you guys and anyone in the community, but I'm ultimately doing why I work hard. My motivation isn't so that I have no work to do. I think I'm working hard and I expect my students to work hard. Therefore, in yellow, you know, you're not a robot. I'm not a robot. We're people. And sometimes we need, it just takes time. You're going to have to go through the process, you know. I think a lot of times in our generation, a lot of people want things instantly, just like our phones and our notifications and our apps on our phones. But part of adulting, becoming an adult, is just being patient and waiting. Green light, I have a phrase that might help you, and maybe you adopt that. Person first, business second. Person is first, and then what kind of business they want is second, okay? I had a student email me a couple of days ago who was actually in my class a couple of years ago, and now they're in college. They're in Fullerton College or Cal State Fullerton, and I remember that student, the person first. I remember who they are. I remember what they look like. I don't necessarily remember if they were, what grade they got in the class, or if they turned in assignments late, or if they were a troublemaker. I don't remember those things. I remember the person first, okay? So, you're flesh and human. I am too. Be patient as we do those things. Catch up with assignments. School spirit. Office hours if you need help. If you get lost, a one-pager. Okay. Assignments. I've created this running assignments page. Kind of shows you all the assignments I've given out so far in the class, not including assessments. And I've actually changed the colors to help you visualize and see. So I'm hoping everybody wants to drive in this class. Most teenagers do. But red light, anything in this red area is now considered late. Unless you've entered the class and I've given you extra time or an extension to turn in your late work. Okay. For everybody else, I've already checked this. I already actually spent 5 hours this weekend and 10 hours last week just looking at your assignments. And I do that because I'm working hard to help you. Now, what happens if you are going to sign up for Khan Academy like today and you were in the class 2 weeks ago, okay? you are now considered late. Here is a real water bill. Let's say that you are paying, I have to pay this water bill. It tells me the full price in which you have to pay your water bill, and also price if you pay it late. It's called late payment. So if you turn in your work, you still have to do all of the work, and you have to turn in late payment. What is the late payment? If you click on late work there on the Google Slides, you basically, it leads you to a Google form, and you have to write a one-page reflection. Why is it late? If you find a coronavirus article, summarize it. How is it related to math? Is that painful to do? Yes. Is that extra work? Yes. But I'm accepting it so I can give you late work 100% credit. If you think that's an issue, we can always say no late work, and that would make my life super easy but hard for you. So when you see late work, you should actually think, wow, Mr. Ring's pretty nice to even accept late work, even if it means extra work for me. Let's look at the yellow boxes. This is what I've assigned. Week number 3 materials, worksheets 5, 6, 7, and 8 were due yesterday at 1 p.m. Well, guess what? I'm still catching up on work. So that means if you have not turned in these assignments, it's not late yet. What does that mean for you? If I'm going to be grading week number 2, hopefully tomorrow, you should have that in by tomorrow. So if you haven't done it, quickly, it's like a yellow light, do it. And the good thing, I am not assigning any more worksheets for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which you will see. Today we're kind of doing a Khan Academy day, okay? Khan Academy day. All right, talked about that one. Central question for week number 4, how do you factor polynomials? Same thing. All right, so here's our week at a glance. Today is going to be a Khan Academy day. So if you have not signed up for Khan Academy, you can actually click on this and it will show you. Elias, if you just wait, I'm going to probably answer all your questions right now. In Khan Academy, if you have not signed up already, go ahead and sign up. Submit your name for late work and you'll actually get credit if you have not. Some of you have noticed I have assigned 42 assignments in Khan Academy. You do not need to do all 42 assignments. If you've actually read the slides, you only need to do 60 minutes per month. So 60 minutes for August, 60 minutes for September, that's 120 minutes total. You need 120 minutes of learning in Khan Academy, okay? Now, you should actually be happy. I don't think I have any repeaters from last year, but if you were in my class last year, I actually assigned 2 hours every month. So I have decreased it. The second thing about Khan Academy is like, how do you get minutes? You actually get minutes by watching the videos I assign, reading the articles in Khan Academy that I assign, and doing the math problems that I assign, okay? So that's how you get Khan Academy minutes, okay? So for today and tomorrow, for synchronous day in class, and tomorrow, which we don't see you, then you can be working on Khan Academy. What are some other ways that Khan Academy can help you? Khan Academy helps you because let's just say you're taking a factoring test and some students say, I don't get it, right? I hope you've done worksheets 1 through 8. It's kind of bad if you say, I don't get it, and you didn't do worksheets even 1 and 2, which is the one that actually teaches you how to do it, okay? Then Khan Academy can actually teach you. Now, Khan Academy does not teach you my method of factoring. You don't have to use my method of factoring, but the goal is, can you factor? And the reason why we're actually spending so much time on that in up to week number 4 is because it's actually going to become very important to us when we talk about characteristics of polynomials. So again, in distance learning, you don't need to do these on exact days I assign. So for example, you're like, Mr. Ring, I got a big deadline from another class I need to work on. Sure, once I release you, or even tomorrow, you don't need to do the Khan Academy time, but you need to be careful that you're not sitting there waiting till the last day of September and like doing all your minutes. So then Wednesday, we are taking your factoring test, and then Friday, I'll be assigning your skills practice. Okay. For this class, most of the time we're going to be working out of a book, which we used to get called Skills Practice. The good thing is I will probably be cutting and pasting those as electronic assignments. So you actually don't need a physical paper or book. All right.